Now, the lighting looks pretty good. This is actually my first time doing ooh, you kind of look blurry though. First time in the kitchen, taking you guys into my kitchen to make a meal. Really? I'm gonna grate some sweet potato because it's ready. Let's go take a look. Okay, and welcome to my kitchen. Ooh, the lighting is a little bit yellow up in here, but that's okay. Someone's looking at me really weird outside. Oh, hi! I got an audience, guys. So, welcome to my kitchen. I am gonna go ahead and make a meal for you. Like, well, not a meal for you, but a meal for me. And it's trying out new things Tuesday, okay? For the longest time, I wanted to make a bean burger. And that's what we're gonna do for you today. Doesn't she look scrumptious? Yeah, she does. Some of the ingredients, I gotta be straight up with you, I don't have. So I'm going to substitute and use what I have in my pantry and fridge because I don't have time to go to the grocery store with all that is happening out in this world. Like, going to the grocery store at this point is the last place that I want to go. But ooh, let's just take a second here. This light, I think this is the type of lighting that I need. Let's start cooking. The recipe called for a few things, like black beans and flaxseed. I ain't got no flaxseed, so we gonna like minus the flaxseed. Like the sunflower seed, I ain't got no sunflower seed, so I'm gonna minus it. And also, if I was allergic to seeds, I probably couldn't even eat it. So you're out of there. It calls for oat flour. Now, I ain't got no oat flour, but I got oats, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend it up and make it some flour. And a bunch of other stuff, so yeah. Okay, not too bad. You can actually see all of me. How cool is that? Now, don't mind the kitchen, okay? The focus is not on the kitchen because I'm living the real life here. I ain't got nothing to fake or, yeah, pretend, okay? So the kitchen has stuff behind it because I probably didn't clean my kitchen before I thought about recording this video. So to begin, I went ahead and I have an electric pressure cooker. I put some black beans in there. The recipe called for a can of black beans and I put a cup of black beans, okay? I don't think the family is gonna eat this because no one in my household likes eating their veggies, only me. So my beans are in this pot right here. I put it to cook about an hour ago, so I'm gonna go and test it out to see if it is actually ready. Okay, so it's in this pot right here and the spoon just fell in. That ain't cool. Oh shit. Biggest spoon to fish the spoon that got in the pot. Okay, so this is the black bean. I'm just gonna try it out to see if it's cooked. It's not ready, so I'm gonna go back and take my pressure cooker lid and I'm gonna put it back in and let it cook for about another 5-10 minutes until the beans are fully ready to be prepared. So I'm gonna go ahead and grate. Really? I'm gonna grate some sweet potato because the recipe calls for some sweet potato. So let's get grating. Truthfully, it's kind of messy cooking and recording at the same time. I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I come up with this idea? Only because I came up with the idea. The recipe calls for 1 cup of grated carrots or sweet potato. I just want to give sweet potato a try because I've had enough carrots for the week, so sweet potato, just changing up the palate a little bit. Wow, sweet potato actually tastes pretty good when it's raw. Who ever thought? All done grating sweet potato, so time to go wash hands because you can't be cooking and eating at the same time. So practicing clean, healthy cooking. Okay, so the next thing that this recipe is calling for is for some parsley or cilantro. My cilantro, because I had it in the fridge for too long, it rotten, so I can't use that. I'm gonna go in with some parsley. It ain't looking too happy, but it's still green, you know, it still has the color and everything, so this parsley is gonna work. And it asks for some, for some garlic. I love me some garlic, and 2 cloves of garlic. This recipe is calling for, girl, gotta hold on to them garlic real tight. It's an onion, it wants an onion. It's asking for some oat flour. Oh, what else is it saying here? Oat flour, or yeah, gluten-free rolled oats processed flour. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in the blender, and it's gonna become flour. It wants some breadcrumbs. Now I don't have breadcrumbs in my house. Breadcrumbs all finished, but whenever I'm cooking with a recipe or anything that requires breadcrumbs, I like to take some bread and I toast the bread. So I put the toaster like on high, like let it burn that bread and just crumble it all up together. It also wants some black pepper, oregano, right up in this joint, some chili powder. It wants some ground cumin, which I'm gonna put up in there. Cumin tastes so good. Love using cumin in a lot of my stuff. Olive oil and some salt. So this seems pretty easy, I must say. Reasonable ingredients. I have it in my house, which I think is pretty good. I'm still waiting for the beans to kind of do its thing. Still cooking. Thought it would have taken 10 minutes, but it's pretty much taken almost an hour. But beans gonna be ready soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep everything else, starting first with my oats. So let's see how this is gonna work, because I've never grounded oats in a blender, but I am positive it's gonna turn out okay. The recipe calls for about 3/4 cups of oat flour, and I got a cup right here. I'm gonna measure it up and estimate it and hope that it's 3/4 cups. I just won't fill up the cup all the way, because clearly that'll be 1 cup of oat, and I don't want that. I want 3 cups. So this looks like it's due. So let's go over to the blender. I'm gonna put the oats in there and hope that this is gonna turn into flour. All right, so I'm about to go and hit this bad boy. Let's see how long it's gonna turn into flour. It seems like it's working. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if you can. I can't even hear myself. It looks like it did something. It looks like flour to me. Okay, I think I need to blend this a little bit more. It's taking a while, yo. It's still going. It's gonna turn into flour. Oh, the blender got tired, so I'm gonna check it out and see if it turned into flour. Who would ever thought that I can actually make oat flour from my own home? Look at that. That is flour for you, baby. We need more oats. My measurement wasn't quite right. Even though I just learned something that the oats would actually weigh, or no, it would measure more. It would measure 3/4 cups because it's oats. But when you turn it into flour, it barely gives you anything. It barely gives you even like 1/2 cup. So I gotta go back and blend more oats. For next time, Siobhan, know that if it's like a bigger size, obviously it's gonna fill up the cup, right? But if it's grinded, it's gonna create less. So yeah, clearly math was not my favorite subject. Parsley is currently being cut up right now. You can't see me cutting up the parsley. Oh shoot, the angle of my camera ain't right. There, I'm cutting the parsley. I promise you, I am not lying. I am cutting parsley right now. So, I probably would need to work on the angle of my camera, but like the title of the video, this is Trying New Things Out Tuesday, okay? So the camera angle ain't gonna be right, obviously. It ain't gonna be right. This is as fine as I can get my parsley cut up because my hands, it's hurting. Like, why do I gotta cut this up so fine? Okay, think it's good. Okay, I got a better angle for you now. You get the full view, like the full view of what's going on. So let me put my parsley in this bowl. Ooh, and it's falling all on the counter. This is what you call reality, okay? This ain't no Instagram. This is reality cooking for you. The next I gotta do is get my garlic all like fancied up. Gotta chop it up. So I like to put my 130-pound weight whenever I have to press garlic so that I can get the skin off a lot easier. So yeah, just press it just like that. Now what does this recipe want me to do with the garlic? Does it want me to slice it? Does it want me to dice it? What is it asking for? It wants me to mince it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mince it. Okay. I really like cooking with garlic because it just gives a nice flavor to every single thing. I am getting hungry. I want to eat. Like now. Prepping is like the hardest thing, honestly. If I can just cook and not have to prep, it would make my life so much easier. But the fact that I gotta cut up this, gotta squash this, gotta dice that, that just takes a long time, like a really long time. I gotta cut up the damn onions, right? So this is reality. I'm gonna like hide shit and, you know, be like, ooh, whole onion, and then all of a sudden you see the onion cut up. That all depends on my editing skills. So onion, yeah, let's cut it up. This is a very small onion, and I'm going to finely chop the onion, hoping that it doesn't make me cry. Okay, you know when you cutting onions and then it makes you cry? Apparently the reason behind that is having a dull knife. Now if you have a sharp knife, you ain't gonna be crying for nobody, okay? So a sharp knife is what's going to make your onions not make you cry. So if you don't want to cry, you know what to do. I just gave you a live heart. You probably knew that, right? Okay, now I feel a little teary on one side of the eye, so maybe this knife ain't too sharp after all. But whatever. I have built the skin for onions. I've been cutting onions for a long time. So I think I'm immune to onions. Okay, my eyes are actually kind of burning me, so yeah. Clearly I need to sharpen up my knife. Ooh, I can feel the burn, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is, okay. Any finer I can cut this? Oh, my eyes. Oh, okay. Onions, nicely cut to my liking while my eyes burn. Now, okay, let me clean up all of this. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up. Onions in a bowl. So the only thing I'm doing that's terrible for myself is creating a lot of darn dishes. After this, I gotta do dishes. I need to show y'all how I create breadcrumbs with my toast bread. Not like it's rocket science. I'm sure you know how to grate bread, okay? Let me show you a little trick. That's simple. It's not that hard. I'm just gonna give it a nice tight squeeze and play with it and pull it apart. And that's how I get breadcrumbs. Feel free to use what you have at home, okay? Don't let no recipe book intimidate you. Doesn't mean you gotta go out and buy every single thing that a damn recipe book has. Because, okay, you make it once. What about the next time? Let's say you go buy a big bottle of club soda. Are you gonna be able to use that club soda on like your turkey or your salmon? No, so use water instead. Huh. It might say club soda, but girl, use water instead. Or put a little bit of baking soda in the water. You might turn it into club soda. No, clearly that's not good advice. But this bread, honestly, it already smells like burgers. We're ready. We're ready. Yes, we're ready to crush the beans. Ooh yeah. Now, who dances when they cook? I do. On my plate. I don't know if that was a smart thing to do. If putting it on the plate is a good thing to do. Alright, so that looks ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all these ingredients in a bowl. Or at least that's what I think. But I need to follow the instructions on the recipe book before I think that I'm gonna put it in a bowl. So this instruction is telling me that I need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I should have read that at the very beginning to preheat the oven at 350 degrees because all now it's gonna take some time, but it's okay. We're just gonna do it, right? So 350 degrees. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in all the ingredients that I cut up and chopped up and minced up and all of that, and then I'll be creating a burger, which I'm excited for. So let's get started. No, I don't believe in wasting food, okay? So whatever is here is going in my bowl. Not like I could have really gotten much out of it. Okay, I'm gonna put my beans in. Okay, moving on. What is this? Breadcrumbs that I made from the toaster oven. I'm gonna put that in there. My homemade oat rolled flour. It wants about 3/4 cups of flour. So I'm gonna measure it up. Okay, that is 1/2 cup of flour. Like, look at the texture, all grainy and stuff. That is like perfect consistency, perfect texture. And a little bit more so that I can get 3. You know what? I might as well just pour everything in. If it's 2 cups, big deal. It's just an extra 1/4 cup. No big deal. It wanted how much onions? About 1/2 cup. Okay. This doesn't really look like 1/2 cup, but I don't want to go and cut another 1/2 of onion, whatever, so it's going in the bowl. Big deal. Whatever. Seriously, who got time to do some measurements? Ain't got time for that. For my garlic, 2 large garlic, which I obviously chose the largest garlic in the club. In the bowl she goes. Oh yeah, she is starting to look really, oh, I got a little itch there. She's looking really good. Parsley. How much parsley this once again? About a cup, no, 1/3. You know what? I ain't wasting, big deal. It's going in the bowl. Ooh, sweet potatoes. It wanted about a cup of sweet potatoes. Now, I think I should measure this. My instinct is telling me to measure this. So let's measure it. Cup's broken. Big deal. Whatever, broken cup. Who cares? It still works. So got about half there, and I got another half, so that's a cup. Okay, it's working. I still have a little bit left, which I don't want to waste. What am I going to do with this? So you know what? 1.5 cup is going in there. Haha. Big deal. In she goes. Okay. Who cares about measurement? Well, at least I don't care about measurement. When it comes to healthy things, why care about measurements? Like, seriously, why care? Cumin, whatever that is, 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna follow that. All right, 1 in the bowl. Chili powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Oh man, clearly you are not really learning much from me in this cooking show. Okay, all right. So this view actually looks pretty good. You get a bit of everything here, okay? Getting to see the bowl, getting to see the mess behind me. Let me move that out of the way. Not too shabby. Black pepper and a little bit of sprinkle. I don't know if I add some black pepper. I kind of forgot if I did, but too much black pepper ain't gonna hurt, okay? Just a little bit of black pepper. And it's asking for some oregano. About 1 teaspoon. Everything here is 1 teaspoon today. We got 1 teaspoon oregano, cumin. That's not hard to forget. So love oregano. I love basil. I love the flavor it gives. It's like, oh, so good. For some taramic, I ain't got no taramic, but I thought about adding some ginger. So I'm gonna go ahead and add ginger. I don't know why I thought about that, but I figured ginger is gonna give it a really good taste. I got a ginger sauce and marinade, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that up in there. Oh yeah. No measurement for the ginger. Now it's all about the taste on how I want this to taste. So put that aside. And for some salt, so a little bit of salt. Not too much salt, but just enough salt is going to work out. And I feel like my head is kind of cutting off. Okay, you can see me. And last but not least, some olive oil. Recipe said to put 1 tablespoon olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the recipe and put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Am I supposed to pour that in right now? Yeah, put everything, rest of ingredients, yep, okay. In she goes. Gonna go ahead and wash my hands because the recipe wants me to slightly wet my hands, and I gotta mix it all up, and then the beans patty is ready to be formed. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. I wanna get up and close and personal, so I'm sitting down now, okay? Sitting down, and I think I should move this towel out of my frame. What do you think about that? I think that's a marvelous idea. So, gonna go ahead and, okay, this feels really weird. Really weird. I'm not used to a texture like this, to be honest with you. Don't know how this is going to turn into a patty because it's not what I'm used to. But I gotta work it, okay? But you know what? It actually smells really darn good. So I might be onto something here. Okay, mix it in. Oh yes, I can feel it. Yes, gotta put all the love into getting this thing mixed. The beans is what's creating it to give that nice wet moisture. So yeah, oh my gosh, okay. It is forming into something. Now it does require a lot of my strength to mix this. Thank goodness I go to the gym because I am able to put some work into this, because gyms are closed right now, you know, so this can count as a workout. Gyms are closed due to what's happening in the world right now. I don't know how you guys are coping with it, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. but it's making me be a little creative, okay? Because here I am sitting in front of my kitchen, cooking for you on a Tuesday. So this wants me to pack the dough tightly to hold it together during cooking and place the patties in the baking sheet. I have my baking sheet. Don't think I was sleeping on this recipe here. I prepared it. That was the only thing I remembered to prepare because it was easy. So gonna kind of take this patty now and just, oh my gosh, it is messy. I ain't gonna lie. This is messy. Beans are flying on my counter, but it smells good. It does smell good and it does look, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this looks. Marvelous. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so I was able to get 4 patties plus a little ball out of this, so a patty ball. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven. I don't even know for how long I need to put this in the oven for, so let me just take a look. So we gotta bake the patties for about 15 minutes and gently flip it and bake for another 15 to 20 minutes more until the patties are firm and golden. Okay. Or you can even put it on a grill. But I feel safe to bake this in the oven. That way I don't have to like touch it and ruin it or whatever. So in the oven it goes and it looks so beautiful. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I am. Okay. Burgers are almost ready. It's been cooking for about close to 30 minutes. I had to flip it for 15, then put it back for another 15. Now there's 2 minutes left till it is ready. Okay, so let's just hold on and wait. I'm not sure why it's blinking, but 2 minutes left. It's blinking. It's strange that it's blinking, but 36 seconds left until this burger is ready to come out of the oven. I am so excited. The burger is ready, Jarrell. Look at that. Ooh, 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 man. That crispy wasn't a good idea. It's ready to be eaten. Do you want to have this burger, Jarrell? I honestly thought I was going to be the only one that was going to eat this burger, but clearly they saw how pretty it looked and how tasty it smelled, and they just want to go ahead and eat it. So hold up, wait for me. Don't just eat it first. I need to make my burger too.
I know.
Yeah, no eating. What is it?
Can I eat it now?
You want to eat the burger now?
Yes. Please.
Ready to take a first bite? Yeah. Okay, let's see how this tastes. What do you think? You like it?
That's pretty good.
Okay. It's different. Okay. All right. Not bad at all. Would I make it again? Maybe, but kind of change up the ingredients that I use. It's okay. Would you say that it's okay? Would you eat it again? Like, it needs a little something.
Needs flavor.
Yeah. It needs flavor.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and continue eating this burger. But other than that, this was fun. I really enjoyed it. Now, stick around, come back. Next week, we'll be tackling another Trying Something New Tuesday. Go ahead and subscribe. I think they should subscribe. Yeah, y'all should. Bye.